different beast. One map away from their 4th title, another trophy in the cabinet. Or will NAVI Javelins play spoiler? They have to do it here on Vertigo.
And they have picked to start on the T side of Vertigo.
Now that is exciting.
Let's see it. Because NAVI Javelins, remember, they need to win this map. 3 players lean already for Nigma Galaxy over towards the B bomb site. And currently, there isn't much pressure there for the Javelins. They're just sounding things out. A very passive approach. It's just Hanka by the stairs.
Yeah, Kat has a flashbang ready for her teammate. Bit of utility, in fact. A flash on 23, a smoke, and a kit. Danuu has a bit of utility for an execute as well. Hanka's waiting for contact. Rest of the team is over towards A. Anna, I don't think she spotted Angelica slipping on by. Angelica's going to walk on up. There's an opportunity to catch Anna off guard here. All comes on to who makes contact first. They jiggle through. Anna spots, and there's Angelica. Striking first, and that's the pathway through to A. All those players to B early means they have to concede this. As the utility comes through, 23 is pushed off.
Yeah, this is nice. Deep smoke in towards elevator. Now what are the Javelins going to do? Because they should be trying to take this space back in towards CT, but instead they concede the ground. They want to turtle up and move as a unit, but there is a mid flank. And also, Tory is on one of her own. Hanka's spotted, as 2 is Tory.
Both of them accounted for, but Hanka's is much more deadly. Her timing could ruin the entire round for Nigma Galaxy, and now Tory has to be nervous as well. It's flanks on flanks, mind games, but Hanka now slings on out. Vicu, though, has doubled up, and Joker and Lena chime in, and it's a pistol round for the NAVI Javelins.
Yeah, really nicely played by NAVI Javelins. They use the smoke in towards elevator to disrupt and disorientate 23, making sure that she can't find the trade from Anna's overstep. Angelica is the key to unlocking the success.
Yeah, beautiful. Just allowing Angelica to come up, and then the rest of the team takes contact, knowing that a common position is spotting down gap because you normally spot everything. But Angelica had that timing. And now Nigma Galaxy, they are fully ecoing, not even a flashbang invested, and they move like a pack through the night. Hanka hears everything. She can start to clean them on up. Lena might even come back with that Mac 10 to see if she can get a bit of extra cash. Hanka, all right, I don't know if I'd be overcommitting that. Does go down. And that's just going to be a Galil upgraded. Danuu also holding. The round is won, but how much damage can Nigma Galaxy do?
Not a lot.
Okay.
That's fine.
Galil can be picked up, I think, as well. Yeah.
Upgrade on the Mac 10. So that's fine.
All good.
A mosey down middle. Only met with 1 kill. So NAVI Javelins, they keep things moving. Aggression over towards A ramp to kick things off. Reinvestment is now here for them, but also for Nigma Galaxy. Got a couple of Famuses in play just to accommodate some of this utility. It's that battle, it's that key control in towards A ramp that we're going to be seeing round on round. That's the primary zone of Vertigo.
And NAVI come out slightly ahead in this 3rd round investment, but just barely. Look at this speed. Anna, though, she comes through gap. This time she finds her prize, and there's 23 in towards the sandbags, dragging them down with another.
Danuu in middle, that's being accounted for by Tory. Vilga is also here dropping utility, trying to lay even more waste to NAVI Javelins. Angelica into the central trade, but the spam through the tarpaulin doesn't quite convert the kill. Now we're in a stalemate. Now we're in a pause as we look on in towards middle.
Look at the space Kat has taken. She has crept all the way down beneath B. So she has all this information.
But what that does is it means that Nigma Galaxy then rotate another player forward in towards A, which means that there is still space here for Danuu to operate in, but instead she wants to reset with the rest of her team. 50 seconds left. The defense, it's set up perfectly.
Yeah, and there's only 3 players left and 1 is on 10 HP. Do you want to group up? That lurk will be no good if both her teammates are in the grave. Angelica will take first contact. Low HP player goes in the front.
Boost up as well. But Nigma Galaxy to try and see over the top of the smoke wall. It's surely coming in just a moment. Vilga actually dismounts upon it. Throws in a retake smoke, takes control over towards short, wants to stop the hit before it can even begin. 23 rains out the first bullet. Song of Death comes in. Vilga with a double.
Yeah, I love that from Vilga. Knowing that the time was low, as that execute comes through, she decides, I can just go forward. It's only 22 seconds. I drop that smoke. I can sit behind it, and they have to get past me to the bomb.
Exactly that. And even if she falls, you've then got the rest of the team that can come through the smoke because NAVI Javelins would have to commit to that bomb plant. That's really nicely worked. I love the layered re-aggression there from Nigma Galaxy on A.
Yeah, beautiful stuff. Striking back once they get their rifles. No bomb plant, but still not going to dissuade the NAVI Javelins. They get out 3 AKs and a couple of pistols with it. Angelica looking for contact towards B early. Tory over the top, peering over. The smoke is going to find Angelica, and even manages to get away without the trade coming through.
A little bit of nade damage towards Hanka, but that's not the end of the world. Sight sets on ramp with 23 and Lena doing battle. Anna is here as well. Over towards the 51, etched in the wall in Tech 9, going through, but 23 is ready and waiting. NAVI Javelins, it's all a little bit of a disguise. The boost now coming in towards the stairs.
Yeah, Lena, I think she thought she might have had timing there on 23 with that utility being thrown out. The time it took to hop up. Speaking of hopping up, vicu doing just that, catches Cat. Rotations will come through, Vilga on her way. vicu, she's been pushed off by this utility. Doesn't want to overcommit, waiting for the smoke to come through. Hanka here by her side. They can start to take the space here. Vilga edging out over the streets. Hanka takes down Tory through the smoke. A 3v3 in the retake. Vilga enticed by the backpack, but Danuu falls off.
But it's all on timing now. NAVI Javelins, they are holding for Anna's position. Danuu wants to go searching. Deep smoke put in, a flashbang over the top. They run through. Danuu's there, measured with the approach. Vilga dinked down low. 1 versus 2, and they swing together.
Yeah, Anna was on a very quick flank there, but the issue was I think you had Hanka literally sitting on top of the wood, and that is so hard to clear without a flashbang over the top. She's always going to have the advantage in that position, and so as soon as that smoke comes through, they feel they have to force the issue, and that's where everybody is holding for it.
Yeah, elevated over the top. This is really well played by Danuu, taking the space just past the bomb site. You need that extra element of control, especially against Nigma Galaxy.
And what a recovery after losing those first 2 kills, 3v5.
I'm also interested to keep an eye on these triple smokes that are being put forward proactively by Nigma Galaxy before the bomb plant can even come in. It's trying to allow a new avenue for approach, a new opportunity of an angle, and just to throw doubt a little bit into the Javelins' minds. 23,
definitely known after throwing that smoke, spamming with the Desert Eagle, but Lena is able to connect. Opening kill goes her way. That was just the Desert Eagle. You can see the rifles are out here, and look at this position from Cat. This is a cheeky off angle. Nowhere to escape from is the only issue. She can do a lot of work here. Molotov over. It's actually in front of her face. A run boost comes through, but she still finds one.
And now Lena's here as well. In towards middle. Can start to make her way through. It's being accounted for by Tory, but Anna, the SMG at close range. You're the only defender here. Here comes the pressure. It divides Nigma Galaxy. Anna is in an imperative position for them.
Oh, this is scary for Anna. Even if they just spam, she would be in trouble. She's getting a lot of information with this stand. You can see on the minimap the rotation already coming over from Tory. But Anna has to do so much work here. Not flushed out quite yet. SMG in hand, pushes on forward, gets that first one, looking for a second, and Tory comes on through, but it's only 1 apiece. Vilga though, the flank, it's so fast. They check back, but not in time. The body blocks for a second, but Danuu able to be found. And now Lena is in trouble. 1 bullet connects, and she is hightailing it out of there. Wants to get to the A bomb site, but Vilga is in hot pursuit. It's a need for speed, and Lena, she thinks better of it. Comes on back, trying to play the mind games, and it's IGL versus IGL, and Lena comes out ahead.
That's really well played by Lena. The fact that she just pauses for a second. Vilga even considers it. Vilga checks back the angle, but the headshot range true on the AK. It's another one of these rounds that comes down to the 1 versus 1, but NAVI Javelins are surviving.
Some very small, fun details there. Like, I love the run boost across as well, right? Just accounting for Cat's forward position. A lot of intelligent plays being played here by the NAVI Javelins. Looking like a different beast on this T side.
Pistols. Partial investment for the CT side. Mid control adopted again. Seems to be the real opportunity for them. But Danuu's already holding. You've also got Hanka in hot pursuit if needed. Galil fires off the first warning shot. 23 is still here as well, tucked in just by the base of the ladder.
Yeah, Danuu is incredibly thorough on these holds, particularly on Vertigo. She's always going to be ready for anyone coming down ladder, anyone pushing through B. And with Hanka not far away as well, 23's flank feels like it'll get found eventually, but well, she starts to accelerate off tory finding that kill. And Danuu, she never took her eyes away from the prize.
That's her role on every single map. It's to make sure that NAVI Javelins do not get blindsided. I like this rotation, though. Nigma Galaxy sent everyone towards B at the perfect moment.
The good news is at least NAVI were fast, but tory is faster with the AK. And with the time left, they've actually rotated. Look at Angelica. She's already in CT spawn. She can come in through the back lines. Danuu just needs to provide a bit of distraction, keep Nigma Galaxy interested over here, and Angelica can then come on through with that first kill. Tory's a little bit scary still, but the utility will keep her at bay.
It's not the ladies of luck, it's the ladies of lurk right now for NAVI Javelins, because all of these rounds are being pieced together by the information gained by their players repositioned, re-walking through these angles that have then been vacated by Nigma Galaxy.
I think Cat might give this a look in. The retake is incredibly unlikely. Tory gets an opportunity, but her head is straight off. Cat tries to strike, but not going to happen. vicu with 1 HP survives. That's 5 now on the board for the NAVI Javelins.
And where NAVI Javelins have got a little bit more space, a little bit more room to work with, we can kind of see what vicu can bring to the table. Me and you were having this discussion in between maps, and we were saying that vicu was a little bit absent, but she wasn't allowed any room to breathe, wasn't allowed to even be on the AWP because of the outside control being adopted by Nigma Galaxy. Here, NAVI Javelins feel like, firstly, they're a lot more comfortable considering it not being their map pick, but secondly, that they're just in a lot more control. They've had time to reset, they've had time to regroup, and now everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, I think I also want to circle back to that decision to start on the T side, right? They had the choice to do that. Very uncommon to see it. I know there are a few teams that do pick. I know Cloud9 used to do the same thing, right? So there are some teams that do favor the T side on Vertigo, but it's very rare.
I think it's good, especially on the T side, if you just get onto a strong start, because you know Counter-Strike nowadays, the economy is so thin, and especially on a map pool, I'd argue, such as Vertigo, such as Nuke. Once the economy is really thrown into the balance, thrown off kilter even, and it's so difficult to recover. Anna now trying to search, now trying to be that answer for Nigma Galaxy. They've been losing a lot of these opening kills. Alina goes up and over through the one-way, uses this at her own. Anna now thinks better of it, resets, but the control is actually conceded.
Anna got timed so much there. I wouldn't say timed. She just got out-positioned by Na'Vi. There was a flash initially that allowed Lena on the cross, and then as Lena makes her way up, there's more contact being taken. These smokes providing so many avenues for Lena to work with.
So much utility's also been held onto by the Javelins. They're taking a lot of space through contact plays, which means when these executes now come in, there's a lot more pressure behind it. Plenty of flashes to accommodate the push up the stairs.
Lena lurking towards A ramp while the rest of the team get ready for a hit onto B. Cat is here with the smoke and a teammate beside her in tory. Also, plenty of utility. So they've got a lot to save this one down. tory drops the smoke, playing on behind it. Cat behind hers as well. 23 also nearby. 3 players you have to get past if you're Angelica, and she's the one leading the charge. Cat catches her. Now Hanka has to try and find another, and she is able to remove Cat, but tory is still here. 23 in the heavens. They have to find their way past all these players. The smokes fade. A player spotted. Molotov over the top. Hanka lucky to be alive. And Lena does eventually get the trade. 23 extends on through. Now they have to respect that bomb going down, or maybe they won't. 23 charges on through, spotting out heads. Hanka strikes, but it's 23 with 2.
Another 1 versus 1. This time comes in favor of the retaking side. 23 considering and just carrying on her good form from map 1. And you talk about, I was just talking about the saving of utility for NAVI Javelins. This time, it's the defense. So many smokes, it creates uncertainty. It creates discomfort, and the hesitation means the trade spacing isn't as good when the hit comes in.
Yeah, and then it comes back to how that round started, right? Lena finds that opening kill on ramp, but then they don't actually gain control of ramp. So after they back out, they've got the opening kill advantage. Anna can stay posted up on gap and has all the information that no one's coming there. She can hold that solo when there's 30 seconds left, and the rest of the team rotates over to B.
Now gap smoked off again. Anna does not care. She has been silenced in a lot of these rounds. We haven't seen the usual Ana show as we are used to. Already been disrupted, put off guard by the utility. Now a juggle. Danuu, she's going to have the Tech 9 because she's taken 16 points of health.
I guess that's cause to trade. Flames in the middle, Vilga in front of them, pushing through with the FAMAS. Lina lights out. Another opening kill found by her, and a follow-up. 23 removed, but you are going into the lion's den if you strike B. Cat is here, and tucked into the corner is tory. Drops one, drops two, drops three. tory cannot be stopped until vicu strikes. Ana mentioned she'd been quiet. Well, now she has to speak up because there's two players she has to find.
Solid start with the grenade as well, but vicu's taking the contact. Hanka slides in with the Mac 10, but not even required.
vicu with 2, Lina with 3. tory does everything from that tucked-in position. A fantastic triple, but it's not enough. NAVI Javelins struck through the heart of Vertigo, and they take the round.
Just when you see the lineup coming through, vicu bails NAVI Javelins out of a really tight situation. Just not expecting these players just tucked in towards the corners. The bait and switch, well established. But as 2 of the rounds being gathered on the T side by NAVI, 6 already formed.
An 8 stack forms towards B. 4 in their hands. Ana, the only one without. She's in charge of mid, keeping an eye out in case they come through there, and they can reposition their artillery barrage like a radar above the battlefield. But a blind spot towards A, and Lina is honed on in. Decision of a missile. Javelin's leader presses forward and finds it empty. Now she can go on a hunt to clean up with this Mac 10. There's the first. 4 more to find.
That's really smart as well. Just sending Lina your sole SMG, trying to get information. At worst, she finds a stack, and you can just maneuver to the other bomb site. At best, she's in the back lines. 23 does overwhelm, but look at the space that's been gathered. 23 with another. It starts to get a little bit hairy.
Yeah, I didn't like that aggression there. Don't need to take these fights at close quarters. You know what these USPs can do in the hands of these players. The clock is not in their favor. HE certainly still are. I wonder if they'll go for a stack here somewhere.
Sandbag?
Maybe. They can still do a lot of damage here. The round not going to be taking place for them. Surely not. They do get on the bomb, and they are defusing. But yeah, there's enough players here. Further damage is mitigated, and it's 7 on the board for NAVI Javelins.
Yeah, gets a little bit scary, but it's fine. NAVI Javelins recover. The recon mission a success. But here comes Ana with the AWP. She started a lot of these rounds towards Gap. I wonder, when's the change up? When's the consideration? She's currently got probably the worst spawn in the game to go for anything, unfortunately. But you could look maybe in towards middle. You could have a little peek towards B. But no, instead, it's the old reliable. It's the trusty Gap peek.
Yeah, they've been doing a really good job of avoiding her. Lina again has gotten up through that gap, but Ana strikes first. vicu drops, and Lina has been barraged by utility, just trying to find a gap through here, but Vilga takes her down. The exploits that were taking place on ramp are done for. Angelica tries something, but she thinks better of it, spotting Ana holding Sentinel in the corner.
I like this from Danuu. This is a bit faster on the mid lurk, and rather than going up and over, she creeps on through, holds an angle, waits, slides in, but Vilga is ready.
Patience from one rewards the impatience displayed by Danuu. Hanka now trying to find a way through, drops. Angelica, there are a lot of CTs on this site. She can't fell a single one.
It's really interesting just watching the double setup for Nigma Galaxy over towards B. It's very passive. It's really unconventional from really what you expect from them. But the fact that they are tucked in the entire time, they're holding their smokes to extinguish Molotovs. They are trying to disrupt the executes before they can even come in. For Lina, that's just one trip up the one way too many, I feel like. Especially with vicu falling, can't really provide the same overwatch as she's used to.
It's still only third for Nigma Galaxy. They definitely need to put up more on this CT side. This one might be a little bit easier for them. It is a forced investment from NAVI, but it's not the prettiest. 2 Tech 9s and a Desert Eagle. Lena, who is top of the leaderboard for them at the moment, gets trusted with the AK. Tory jiggling between a few positions, forced off by double Molotov, completely clearing out that rotate. Vilga smoked off as well. Spam going through does a lot of damage, but not enough to fell anybody. So Cat and Tory about to be under pressure, but NAVI take a pause. 23 and Vilga have all these angles covered if they do decide to go towards A. The moment they are waiting, patient. 4 Ts sitting currently in T spawn and the top of mid, and nobody budges a muscle.
This is so weird. Every angle adopted by Nigma Galaxy, and they don't need to move. They can just wait. Angelka, to take the first reaction she does, swinging in with Lena, crosshair, upset. Vilga, it looks like her mouse has stopped working. Ooh. And that's a really unfortunate time for that one to happen, but damage has been done. The round is still live. Tory and Anna combine. 3 versus 3.
Unfortunate for Vilga, but Anna can still make this work. We know what she is capable of. Strikes again. Looking now for another. Spots the edge of Danuu as she tries and escapes. A back turned, a shot fired. Anna doing everything once again. Hanka comes on through, tapping with a Tech 9. 1, 2, needs that third, and she does it. A 1 versus 3 from Hanka. Gets an 8th on the board for the NAVI Javelins.
And Anna just got off the bomb. If she'd stuck the bomb head down as she was, she would have won the round for Nigma Galaxy. She did all of the hard work, but Hanka taps away, gives NAVI Javelins the victory of that first half. And I tell you what, when Nigma Galaxy are down, they might be out if you keep applying this pressure. You can't rest on your laurels here. You need to win Vertigo. You're in the best possible position to get more rounds on the board. I mean, look at this. It comes so close. It's a missed shot, which provides so much opportunity.
Yeah, if Anna just stuck the bomb there, that would have been a defuse. So I know it's unfortunate that the tech comes through, and we are just pause while that gets resolved. I think regardless, that round should have been Nigma Galaxy's. Anna just needed to hold for, what, half a second more, and there was no way the Tech 9 was going to connect that shot.
Yeah, that's a really rough one to see.
Danny's happy.
Yeah, of course.
You would be. 8 rounds up on the T side of Vertigo. Well, sorry, 5 rounds up. 8-3. Hanka pulls off a clutch like that. You know that's lit that fire.
Just taking a look at the economy for the CT side. They've got a 3-stage loss bonus, so they've got plenty in the bank as well to bring this one over. The only consideration and the only thing that is going to be lacking in this round for Nigma Galaxy is the AWP on Anna. She can't even really glass cannon it. She's $100 short of the sniper.
Yeah, 3K we saw just in that round there. That's really the biggest impact we've seen from Anna so far on Vertigo with that AWP. No multi-kills before that. We saw a couple of solitary kills, but really it's been the riflers. It's really been Tory and 23 over towards B that have done a lot of the work. Vilga with a few kills towards A, but NAVI favoring that side of the map has really negated a lot of what Anna can do with that AWP.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like the attention to detail as well for Nigma Galaxy over towards B has kind of allowed a little bit of success. I'm really enjoying the way that they are just holding their smokes a little bit reactively, but at the same time, you need to work in tandem with your A players. If you know that this hit's coming in, you have got your flanks coming through, but I'd like to see not just Anna going for these aggressive peaks early, but Vilga, 23. Try and get early control towards ramp. When's the first time, or the last time, we've really seen one of those 2 riflers be right in the corner, down towards the bottom of the ramp?
Yeah, we've not really seen any of those deep ramp smokes thrown. The only ones down that side are the lurk ones thrown by the T's, right, to allow Lena to get up close. They're not really fighting for control. They're happy to sit up. We've got a lot of fans in the audience here for this grand final, and I'm sure plenty of them are supporting NAVI Javelins, the home team here in Katowice.
For sure. And they really need your energy. Good start here on the T side of Vertigo. Nigma Galaxy's map pick, by the way. And if this one falls, if we do force it to a 3rd with Inferno, and we saw at the Girl Gamer Festival, NAVI Javelins actually beat Nigma Galaxy on that map. It was 16-11. But that was back in October. So that was a while ago, but they can do it. They have got the experience. They have got the credence to deliver.
Yeah, and I reckon they'd be expecting Inferno to come out as well, knowing how much Nigma Galaxy preference that map. So you know they have tricks up their sleeve for that decider. And well, it's a classic third map decider, right, for a grand final.
And of course, and think about how fragile that they looked against Furia. Timer ticking down low. Thankfully, we can get back into the action. And there's a couple of Galils brought out as well. The economy, to be honest, for both teams, it kind of hangs on a knife's edge. This round, it is very pivotal.
It came down to a 1v1 last round. Let's see if Nigma Galaxy take that fight. 23 spamming through the smoke. The bullets don't connect. vicu on the other side. 3 players on each side peering into the grey. Not seeing a single thing. Anna, this is a more forward position, down into the scaffolding. Lena's creeping up, trying to catch the timing on 23. It's an awkward engagement, and 23 comes out ahead.
The entire time, Anna not been revealed.
Ooh.
vicu legs Vilga. That was a fast flick. But now Anna starts to creep in. Tries to work her way into the equation. Angelka holding, as too is vicu. Expected pressure down the ramp, but when will Anna strike?
That's common position held by CTs, and you'll often flash it off on the T side if you are retaking ramp. But because Anna hasn't been there, no one's been this far, they might not be ready for it.
Exactly. It's the first round in 12. It's the most advanced position when it hasn't been a flank. And that audio cue is a false sense of security.
They are definitely enticed into peeking into this, and that's where Anna strikes. 2 quick kills, give them the 2-player advantage. Angelka and Danuu now have to piece this one together. Now they should know at least one of them is low based on that leg from earlier. And also 23, that engagement. So Vilga, with the low HP, is going on a bit of a mission. The clock is ticking on down, 20 seconds left. They have to make a commitment soon, and Vilga gets spotted on the lurk, and actually, they're saving.
Yeah. And this is the right decision. This is a difficult scenario for NAVI Javelins to try and convert the round. The damage you've hit, sure, on Vilga, it is confirmed. For 23, it's not. You're staring down the barrel of a 4 versus 2. You've got 25 seconds left. You know that the economy is not in the best state of affairs. Holding on to the AWP provides vicu an avenue for success. And she's 11 kills right now. She's top of the board, tied with Lena on this Javelin side. So you want to be putting that sniper in her palms.
Yeah, absolutely. When you've already got such a strong lead, you want to keep the opportunities there to extend that further. You know they've got a strong CT side. So it is going to be forcing around those 2 saved over weapons. PT50 and armor for Danuu, Desert Eagles for the other 2. So it does rely on vicu, and it's a good player to be putting in your corner. Cat goes down. Na'Vi have so much time to work with that opening.
And look at the immediate readjustment. 23 is going to push down with the SMG, but you've got 2 players anchored towards the B side of the map. Lurk smokes being deployed. If Angelka decimates Vilga in middle, then things get really complicated for Nigma Galaxy. Angelka peeking round the corner, gets close to the boxes. Gun barrel spotted Vilga, puts her on notice.
Information on both sides there. Angelka naded as well, so she is scared off the boost. Wants to get out of there. That's a bit of information from Nigma Galaxy. 2 players in close. Molotov deep. 23 is still here. Anna close by. Another smoke deployed deep. 23 swings on through, but Lena with the Desert Eagle strikes. Another kill found. And the rest of the team is gearing up for B.
And that gives uncertainty for just a moment. Because Anna is still here the entire time and doesn't hear anything else, which means Vilga, tory can be ready. Well-timed smoke. That's going to delay things. And he can't be afforded to be delayed right now. 25 seconds left.
A missed incendiary goes off the side of the buildings, raining hellfire on the pedestrians, and Lena looking to do the same on Anna. A good tag, just being distracting. The team has walked onto the side, tory in the open, but Vilga is still here, still wanting to fight this. Danuu with the bomb on site is taking it down, and Hanka strikes as well. Na'Vi survive the test of the stack on B.
Yeah, survive is right. Oh my goodness me, that was ever so close. 25 seconds left. And in fact, do you know what? With 10 seconds left, you feel like Vilga is always going to deny that bomb, but it's Danuu, always described as a dependable pair of hands, rising to NAVI Javelins' aid right when they need her the most.
Yeah,
She strikes.
she had that bomb in her hands, ready to punch in those digits, drops it on the floor, swaps out to her rifle, bang, bang, bang in the face of Vilga, saving the day, coming through clutch. 9 rounds now for NAVI Javelins. Nigma Galaxy call another timeout. It's desperate for them now. 2 rounds left on this CT side. And look what they're working with. They're forced into this. There's a single M4 on the board. It's pistols a CZ for 23. The top fragger of that first game reduced to a pistol.
This might be quick though, because Vilga is lining up an instant ramp smoke. We've seen that they are being a little bit more proactive towards the A side of the map. If they just pop flash through, take these fights, then this could be a little bit scary. We know what the pistols can do, especially in Nigma Galaxy's hands.
Lena's happy as Larry never had this much space over towards A. She can just walk on up. Cat's been getting punished again. Tory, oh my god. Sitting in the smoke. Somehow Hanka, oh, what a flick down. That was the heaviest investment into the round removed. She can lock it down, and in fact, she takes Cat out too. Lena's already backing out. Everyone's just getting picked apart one by one. Anna finally finds a kill, but that's all she gets. Vilga, MP9, all that remains over towards B. And M4 maybe can be recovered. You're not giving this a look in, Vilga. This is 10 on the board for NAVI. Double digits reached on their T side. And honestly, 11 feels likely.
And I feel like the best play right now is to go down towards B stairs and get the rifle that was dropped by Tory. But instead, exits name of the game. Potentially try and do damage. I don't hate waiting until the time is ticked down so low, and then you throw your life for the cause, right? You tap the defuse, you entice NAVI Javelins back in, and they blow up with the bomb. I wouldn't mind that, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. A few of these players are quite low. NAVI Javelins need to get out of there, and they have, and they retrieve and they bring forward 4 rifles, including that AWP.
That's a huge round for Hanka. Angelica gets a double as well, but it's really Hanka getting those 2 over towards B that wins the round. Tory's negated with the M4. Cat drops, and suddenly Nigma Galaxy are panicking. B is completely open, and that's where they start to move around over on A, and Angelica exploits.
It's so uncharacteristic for Nigma Galaxy to look so uncomfortable on their map picks. Not just in 1 best of 3, but in 2. Double digits have now been found on the T side, no less of Vertigo.
Yeah, it's crazy. This feels like the same story we saw versus Furia earlier. Both teams winning the opponent's map pick. Now, I might be getting ahead of myself there, but this does feel good for Navi. See, it's not the best kit that Nigma Galaxy are working with.
Pressure provides problems. Trying to be answered with the utility, but you're dumping that. If you're on the CT side, you've got limited to work with already. Pressure applied at ramp, redirection to the B stairs.
Navi just playing as a unit. 2 kills between their top and bottom fragger. Everybody contributing here. That run move's employed again. The Molotov as well to flush off any deep positions. Lena holding this flank. Always thorough. There's always someone holding this. Anna, you're in danger, and maybe not. Maybe Lena is the one in danger, locked in here with you.
And because of that push, Vilga's actually rotated towards B, but NAVI Javelins have got a pretty good idea that that's going to be the outcome. So the reset in towards ramp. Now, you have got a Molotov on Danuu, but do you want to reveal that you're here at the moment? You need to clear the sandbags. And
Here comes through. Beautiful, but Anna strikes with 1. vicu, an immediate trade, swaps to the AK, but in gap is 23 with a Desert Eagle. vicu creeps on forward. That bomb needs to be planted soon. That flashbang is good. vicu's now scared, but it does expose short. Vilga is here, and vicu drops 23, swings out with the Desert Eagle, and Danuu and Hanka have to do it all. Hanka is on a late lurk coming on through. The time, though, it's not there for her. 2 kills, but that's all she's going to get to her tally. 23 hides away, and it's a 10-5 half. Navi in the lead in map 2 of this grand final.
수가 없었어 이 빠졌으니까 Then you got me sinking low 사랑이란 단어로 썸도 아닌 썸을 타냐 행복한 줄로 친구들이 다들 바보래 사랑 표현 못한 벙어리 한 번도 안 해봐서 어떡해 Honestly Cause 1, 2, 3 중요한 건 you and me 내 곁에만이 닿는 Baby can't you see 자꾸 쳐다보면 boy 말이라도 걸어봐 속마음을 표현해 I know we're gonna be alright 손이라도 잡을까 몸에 안겨볼까 Whatever your love language I know we're gonna be alright Can't take all this hot and cold Love shouldn't be this hard I know 뭐라고 있는지도 모르겠잖아 어렵지 않아 무슨 생각한지도 정말 진심인지도 Guess like I've never guessed before 난 좋아하는 것 같아 친구들이 다들 바보래 사랑 표현 못한 벙어리 한 번도 안 해봐서 어떡해 Honestly Cause 1, 2, 3 중요한 건 you and me 내 곁에만이 닿는 Baby can't you see 자꾸 쳐다보면 봐 말이라도 걸어봐 속마음을 표현해 I know we're gonna be alright 손이라도 잡을까 몸에 안겨볼까 Whatever your love language I know we're gonna be alright I know we're gonna be alright
Please hold up, cause my feet can't touch the ground. As my knees hit the rug, my heart is feeling drowned. And I can't lie still, cause the tides are slowly rising. Just chasing through.
Double digits formed by the Javelins as they look to stake a claim and put their flag down on Vertigo here in the grand final. For Nigma Galaxy, the pressure is applied to them a little bit, but they have got that map advantage buffer. Would love to do it in 2 though.
Already more rounds and they assembled on Nuke. Hanka peeks on through, gets a lot of information. Rotations might start to come on over. Danuu is on the site with her. No kit on the CT side.
Angelka has got flashbangs though, but she's moved off middle at probably the worst time.
Oh, Dink comes through. Gush, she's down low now. Hanka under so much pressure, looking for any sort of fight, but none of them coming her way. Danuu gets one, but then she's dropped. Now that bomb can come through, and as mentioned, no kit. They just have to fight their way through it, and they do it with 1 player less. Vilga, she's removed though, evening things back up. Gush on to Lena. Difficulty here as all 3 CTs have to come through the same position. Cat tucked on in, swings on out for 1. Looking for more, and playing around the generators. It's the second for Cat. Looking for that third as well, and wow, the Cat is out of the bag.
3 kills from the generators. Glock 18 versus USP close range. There's only one outcome. Decimated on that B bomb site. Blasted out of the server are NAVI Javelins, and that's a crucial round to win, even with this spam coming through from vicu.
Yeah, it feels like it's doable, but Cat is in such a pivotal position here, fighting all these fights. All 3 CTs taken down by her, playing around the generator. NAVI Javelins, they're the ones now forced onto the eco. Same story we saw on the other side of the server. It's a full eco, no flashbang, nothing behind it. Vilga, AK, Anna, Scout, spotting them come on through. A tag. HE, that's going to do a bit of damage. And in fact, finds a kill The overwhelm does not come through. Everybody falls to Vilga in 23.
Yeah, more than happy with that, though, if you're NAVI Javelins. You know you've got rounds to play with. You can now bring in the rifles 1 round earlier. Had you were forced, you go up against a weaker buy against Nigma Galaxy. And it's the first time in Vertigo in which they have to kind of fight back after losing the pistol, losing the round prior. But now with the weapons fully equipped, the Javelins set to make a mark.
Yeah, 5 rifles invested here. That comes with the lack of head armor and 4 players. 23 has that MAC-10 still, so it can be a bit of an issue if she's the one that takes these engagements. But the rest will be standard fare. Lena was deadly towards ramp on the T side. Playing in towards gap. Vilga takes first contact. It is pristine. And the trade comes through immediately. 23 does take a lot of damage. They'll be happy to have the player advantage. Angelka, she is hungry for more. Wants to try and put it back into the 3-on-3. Edging on through. Spots out one. Can't quite get the second. And there's that head armor. Not protecting her noggin. And 23 knocks it clean off.
And here comes that smoke wall as well.
Danuu has the flames, throws them through, but they're a little off the mark, but they do cause another smoke to come through. Tory's going to plant off to the left-hand side. Danuu hears it, wants to go for the spam, and it just connects, but not enough to do the killing blow. They are going to get away. No kit, 2 smokes though. You're tempted to give this a look in. 2 players are low, but you also want to hold on to these rifles, knowing you've got this advantage, and we know that NAVI like to play by the numbers. They'll take the safer option, and they'll hold on to their M4s.
Yeah, Angelka, I feel like that is an understanding overstep. You know that you need to try and fight that round back in. You know that the kills have been acquired at a ramp, but it's just one step too far. And as you mentioned, the SMG does all of the work. The fact that she can just keep firing off the bullets, it doesn't come at a great cost to Nigma Galaxy if 23 falls, because there's always rifles in reserve.
But honestly, though, if that bullet hits the head of 23, that's the round 1. Fine margins. That fight could have gone either way there. That does go the way of 23. We see you, Katowice. And I hope the NAVI Javelins hear you cheering for them. They need it. Now 2 rounds separating these teams. These M4s saved on over have pistols around them, so there's a little bit to be working with here. But all the advantages for Nigma Galaxy into this round.
Conscious of a mid-fight there for 23, holding a HE just in case. Waiting for Tory's information. Due diligence, but vicu, well, you can't stop that. And neither from Lena. Decimation. 2 kills immediately. Ground conceded by Nigma Galaxy.
Huge kills to find, peering on over with the Desert Eagles. The rifles haven't even struck yet.
But the rifles can't be recovered. That's the upsetting thing about it. But Angelka boosted up in towards middle adds another layer of difficulty.
Yeah, that's such an unconventional boost. Occasionally you do see it, but it's normally good for 1, and honestly, that's enough. 2 would be even better, and well, yes, that's exactly what Angelka ordered. Cat now stepped up in the pistol, but other than that, has had a bit of a quiet one. Now 4 players. The odds incredibly against her. Could just be she curls up in spawn. She is interested in taking a bit of a stroll over towards B. Hanka is holding this angle. We saw it in a post plant deployed, and it worked out well for her. And ooh, Cat is accounting for it. But Hanka comes out ahead. What a round from NAVI Javelins.
And NAVI Javelins, after time, push down a ramp and recover those rifles. So it's the AK scooped up. It's without investment, which means the bank can start to build for them as well. Even if they lose this next round, that means they can still buy back. Timeout now called in by Nigma Galaxy, feeling the pressure after losing against the Pistols.
Yeah, they're going to have enough for the full investment here. If you lose this round, it starts to get out of hand. NAVI Javelins have shown they can do it. Ooh. Vilga's feeling a little under the pressure here. We saw her getting a little bit fired up on that matchup against Furia. On Ancient in particular, where it was feeling like it might get out of their grasp. The pressure definitely on. They know they can do it in 2.
again. A-ramp, the subject of contention. Anna peeking, peering through the slight little gaps in the tarpaulin. But now it's actually Lina to take the first contact. Vilga bests her, but vicu, the spray, it's incredibly labored, it's messy, it's scrambled, and now you're stuck in the sandbag. Vilga with another.
They come out swinging and they just miss every single shot, both of them. Spraying wildly. Not a single bullet connecting. Angelka wants to recover it, does spot out the first. 23 looking for it. Angelka, she's getting hungry. And when you got snappy aim like that, you can't blame her. A 3-on-3 made even better for NAVI as Hanka on the defense gets another. Tory's position known. Hanka trying to play around the smoke. How is she staying alive? Eventually she falls. It takes every bullet in the chamber, but Tory catches her. And that bomb is getting desperately planted, but here is Anna with the AWP. Strikes again. Danuu has to do it all. Makes her way forward past the generator. That smoke deployed by the T's being used to give her cover, but Anna in the post plant with an AWP always finds her shot.
Oh, Hanka, you think she's done enough. She's allowed the rotates to come through. It's so back and forth. You don't know which way it's going right until the very end. Anna doubles up when both smokes as well are thrown on the incendiary. You think it's a little bit chaotic, but Anna survives. Her angle manipulation is amazing. And it's the way she finds that second shot close onto Danuu.
That's well played by Nigma Galaxy after you lose back those two players, but you spot two on the A bomb site. They immediately hit B. vicu has to find that accuracy that was missing in the prior round. Lina close by. Oh, the shot comes through. In fact, it legs her teammate potentially. Might have been Lina. And it is definitely Lina finishing the job. Vilga removed. Player advantage for NAVI. They concede the ground. Happy with that victory.
They concede the ground in A, but over towards middle. Angelka, Danuu thinking about a push. Waiting. Not trying to give anything up. You finally got this player advantage. The last thing you want to do is give it straight back.
Hanka's jump peeking this one. That's going to be hard. Cat prowls forward. So many T's on the other side. Hope Hanka's got her running shoes on. Oh, not quick enough. Don't get to the tarmac, and now Cat charges on forward, looking to take contact. Rotations are fast, but Cat, she's faster. Strikes again. Danuu, though, with two, keeps the advantage for NAVI, and she's hankered on in. Tory forced off by the flames. Anna looking to take a fight. A HE thrown her way, but she peers on through. We know what she can do. Looking with that scope. The bomb, it's fallen forward. They are committed to B. Tory tries to find something. Leaves it on Anna's shoulders. 3 to find, 20 seconds to do it. There's the first. You get nervous if you're NAVI, because we know what Anna is capable of. Makes her way forward, and look at the respect. Look at the respect! A bomb plant secured. Fakes it. The confidence wants to take the fight, but vicu patience wins the clutch. Anna, the potential was there. The no-scope came through, but it wasn't to be.
And it's discipline from Danuu. It's dependable from Danuu. And it is the multi-kill. It's the anchoring into this B bomb site that sets NAVI Javelins up. But my goodness me, you've got Anna doing acrobatics, a little bit of KZ to get forward towards the C4. And when you hit the no-scope, you think the outcome is inevitable, but it's not. vicu stands tallest. vicu reigns supreme, and NAVI Javelins win a crucial round.
A couple of fans in the audience there that I recognize. What a hold from Danuu. So many kills, so reliable. I can't believe Anna. You know what? She plants that bomb. There's a real wow where she pulls that off.
Instead, she saves the AWP, and the rest of her team have got limited finances. So it's Mac 10s. In fact, it's a complete pick and mix. And vicu eliminates Vilga.
Such a big kill to find. Vilga being punished on ramp. We know on Vertigo how much he loves to take that aggressive control. Like what we saw Lena doing on the T side where she was finding all that success. That's normally Vilga's role, but she's been negated every time.
I like this as well. Vicu's now repositioned in towards middle because you got the space from Lena taken with that MP9. So you can leave her there for information. Anna trying to spot something out. Oh, nearly. But Vicu measures the shot.
That was so cool. Would have been way cooler if she'd managed to hit the shot. Cat at least recovers with one onto Danuu. You know Hanka's still here. B-side Hanka.
Her name is Hanka.
Hanka the Hanka. She's doing nothing but sinking. All right. Jiggling the angle on the corner is Lena. What a utility for her as well. Gotta spot them out. She can drop back, smoke behind her. They have to respect it. 35 seconds left. VQ rotates with the AWP. Another player here as well. Everyone ready for this hit. Lena in the corner, spamming with the MP9, finds two. Tory falls, takes one down with the AWP. Sorry, she's got the AWP. Oh, well, maybe she is an AWP, but because that's 3 incredible shots. Angelka, the only one remaining. Tory just has to land one more for one of the most incredible clutches, but Angelka denies it.
Triple with the AWP from Tory. And Angelka is cool, calm, and collected as she just manages to get it over the line. NAVI Javelins are really working to get these rounds on the board. Nigma Galaxy is a true test. That's vicious from Vicu.
Vicu was ready for that before she even landed on it. Must have been the sound cue ready for it.
And there was one smoke that was thrown from Nigma Galaxy. NAVI Javelins know that they have to push through gap. And as a result, Lena takes 2 with the MP9, stands her ground, earns a 13th.
And what a round to win. Nigma Galaxy reset 14. It's right around the corner. VQ needs to be careful not to be overwhelmed. We're seeing what Tory can do with the AWP, let alone Anna. You don't want to give this one up. Ooh, throw it, throw it, throw it. There it goes. Boom.
Ouch.
Ouchie, ouchie indeed. Speaking of ouchie, Lena has a headache. VQ has to fall off. More HE damage, but no kills found.
Calm. But NAVI Javelins, they don't go re-aggressing. They just wait. They just be so patient. Hanka, she's tucked in. There's no utility to flush her out at quad, which is why she's just in that corner. Could drop an incendiary as well if things get too traumatic. Nigma Galaxy looking for at least a bomb plant.
Danuu is still here. She has a HE as well. Hanka has the flames. Still plenty more utility damage can be done here. And this is such a great position from Hanka when there's nothing to flush her out. The MP9 is basically a lawnmower here. I think the Galaxy is... Oh, this is grass. Tory takes the first contact. Hanka ready to swing. Any moment now, comes on out for one. Danuu has fallen, so now it's all on Hanka into the corner, playing around the pillar, drops the bomb, the USP in hand, and that's where VQ arrives.
That's perfect. Even letting them run by, but the job is just drop the bomb. She spots it out on the first peak, re-aggresses for the second. And NAVI Javelins, they are doing it. They are just 2 rounds away from forcing us to a decider.
Beautiful from Hanka. Complimented her efforts before on the B side, playing around the double box. Like she's got the protractor out. Compass in hand, knows every single angle, how to avoid those shots. 14 for NAVI Javelins, 2 away from forcing a 3rd deciding map in this grand final. And Vicu wants to take us there. That even connected with Vilga through the slimmest of walls. Cat, what a connection. Hanka on the off angle, head removed. Now she's looking for more, she's interested. Her teammates also are. Smoke comes over, bottle of flames delivered. Rotation from Angelka here to support. VQ in mid as well. Lena on a fact-finding mission, and she's found one, and that's that Vilga is no more. The T's, they want to accelerate off the back of that, knowing that their behind is exposed. Cat swings on through. VQ strikes with the AWP. Danuu's still close to the MP9, but not for long. A shot fired out with a no-scope, but Anna takes her down. Angelka, though, does strike. 2 versus 2. The bomb in the open. Lena, not on the side, has to make her way over. And they've got no way to deny the plant.
One flashbang. That's it for the CT side. Is Lena going to deploy it, or are they just going to walk in tandem together? Patience game, 2 kits on the board as well. Flash thrown forward, 23 stuck behind double, waiting for Anna in the support, but time's running out for the Javelins. You have to start to make a move. That's when 23 strikes. Angelka trying to follow in the same footsteps. There's 1 kill, but not quite the second. Double digits now for Nigma Galaxy.
Ooh, that round comes down to the finest margins, but 23 clutches out. A big round for Nigma Galaxy. They deny map point, slowly close that distance, and they break the economy of the NAVI Javelins. What was once a relatively large lead slowly diminishes. A full eco from NAVI.
I don't know if I like it. It's the first stage loss bonus. You're not going to get all of the finances. You are holding an extra abundance of cash on Angelka and Hanka especially, but it's risky. I'm not sure they're going to have all of the utility supplemented with the rifles in the follow-up.
Cool stack here. Head and shoulders. Knees and toes. Vilga. Suspicious of all this free real estate. And this economy, you would be. Jelka swings on wide, actually wins out that duel. It's the stack that does nothing. That's all it's going to be.
But here's what I'm talking about, right? Danuu, vicu, can't really invest in. Angelka trying to call for a tactical pause in the chat, but it hasn't come through. I think they might have run out of them.
She might have called too late. I'm not an expert on the rules. She doesn't get it. And yeah, you're absolutely right. Joko could have even got like armor with this, right? Like,
yeah,
she's gonna have so much money. I guess she can drop a rifle to Lena or vicu.
Drop the AWP.
Or she'll drop the AWP, yeah, of course. That means there's only gonna be 2 rounds separating these teams. That's scary. All the work that NAVI put in could be undone.
But look at this flank. Look at this from the Deagle. This is so quick.
Just a deagle, though. Just a deagle. Surely it can't do much, and indeed, it will be silenced. Danuu's silence pistol will also be just that. 12 now for Nigma Galaxy. Slowly closing that distance.
And there is the pause. We do see it. Called in. The first one used.
Ooh.
By NAVI Javelins in 27 rounds. But I mean, I guess when you lead the half 10-5, there's not much to discuss. I would have liked one maybe a little bit earlier when they started bleeding rounds on this CT side.
We love you too. Yeah, you're right. I'm sure the desk will have things to say about that, regardless of the outcome of this map. But now NAVI Javelins have everything they need. The AWP on vicu, rifles on the rest. Another chance at that 15th round.
And this is the championship mentality that has got Nigma Galaxy where they are today. Establishing that era of dominance in 2022. They were down the deficit, and now they've put up a valiant effort. The road to recovery. It's now just separated by 2 rounds. Angelka fully flashed in. Tory just about survives.
Lucky to get away with her life there. Thanking her lucky stars. And look at this control. Lena is so deep. The immediate response to Nigma Galaxy is utility of their own. Lena is here. Vilga falls. Coming out ahead in this fight every time, but look at mid. The distraction towards ramp gives an opportunity for these 3 players to make their way through. 2 on B side though, and 1 at elevator do hold their way through. A good smoke, the incendiary comes through, but they're caught off guard. Catch finds Danuu and Hanka back in the side. That reliable pair of hands is only good for 1, but it does put it into the 3-on-3. All 3 CTs coming from the same position. Angelica peering out to the ledge, but not spotting anything. One down towards the stairs. Cat close to Jens. And a difficult retake. Look at the utility. A question has to be answered here. Do they go for this retake?
They shouldn't. Genuinely, they should not give this one a look in. Timer's already nearly halfway gone, but they are going to give it a go. Flashbang over signifies the intent. Alina with 2, but 23 with the lineup brings it to within 1.
Amazing opening kills there on the retake. It looks like they're going to do it all. Lena strikes with 2, but 23 lines them up and knocks them down. Strike on the B-bomb site. Just 1 round separating them, and off the back of it, the decision not to save. They're working with peanuts. Pea shooters. This could be equalized in a matter of moments.
And this is a combination of Nigma Galaxy playing incredibly well, but also Navi's inexperience on the stage, but vicu doesn't care what I've got to say. Pocket Orb comes out in the head-to-head. Anna decapitated. Tory holding firm in mid. Ground seized and controlled by Nigma, but not over towards A. Hanka wins out another. There is so much riding on this round, and NAVI Javelins are doing it with so much minimal investment.
A Desert Eagle kill on both sides of the map. Vilga brought down low. The rifles eluded them the round. They could do it potentially with just pistols.
And all they need to do is just wait. Do not overstep. Do not concede the ground. Just wait for Nigma Galaxy to make the next move.
The difficulty is that stat brought up earlier. When Nigma Galaxy get that bomb down, it is so difficult to find the round if you're Navi.
Bomb not down yet, but the rifles are all over the floor. They are still working with these pistols.
Flames throw out, that's going to be the information. Hanka, another shot. Vilga falls, and she's looking for more. Peering on over, but 23 takes her down. The commitment is here. It has to be B, and it has to be Danuu with the P250. Tory, half HP, bomb in her hands, going for the plan, and Angelica walks on through and hits the shot. Map point for Navi.
That's so dangerous from Angelica. The decision just to go for it. You're so spread out for your teammate, but she makes it work. And NAVI Javelins throw themselves a lifeline. They rescue themselves from drowning with just the deagles. Look at this aggression. Look at these shots. It is surgical.
Pulled that one out of the hat. Incredible work with the Desert Eagles. 2 opportunities now to force the third decider. vicu, she found the opening on the round prior. Vilga has been struggling against Lena, and they know she's locked in here. She can't get out without facing vicu, and vicu strikes, rising to the occasion, forcing them back to B. Danuu is here, Hanka is here, a smoke deployed. Hanka falls on back. Grey in the face of Nigma Galaxy. Angelica rotates on over. B, inevitable. A flash over the top. Hanka finds the first. Tucked in towards the pillar. Anna does strike. And Danuu falls back. Playing this intelligently. They don't want to lose anymore. Want to keep that advantage.
So many incendiaries this time for the Javelins. A boost coming up for Angelica, but Anna strikes her off it. Tory now spamming, but the bullets not connecting. 45 seconds. Still, an incendiary remains, but it's a combination of the grenades. 2 kills away. Bomb not planted. 35 seconds. And the AWP will continue to sing out.
She's walking on forward. Danuu's sitting here. A sitting duck, and Anna plucks her out of the sky. But here's Lena. Looking for Tory. Knows that that bomb was just planted. 1 more kill will secure a 3rd map. Or send them to 30.
And it will be the latter. Nigma Galaxy hold on for 1 more. And now my eyes are averted back to the economy because it was so fragile. NAVI Javelins need 30 seconds to compose, to compress, to wait. Because that was the best opportunity of putting Nigma Galaxy down on Vertigo.
And it's Anna again. Every kill on that B site was Anna's until the very last 1v1. You've only used 2 timeouts. Keep them rolling. Deep breaths for NAVI. Hearts pounding in their chests.
5 kills. Either results in overtime or a third map decider. Pressure's on for both sides of the server. Vilga, Cat have a UMP and a Mac 10.
It's not looking pretty on the other side. vicu has the AWP. A small boon. And she wants to do big things with it. Here's into mid. No one there at the moment.
Look at this. NAVI Javelins, they're setting up. Angelka tucked in, vicu looking for contact, looking for ground, but again we reset in towards B. And Hanka on this close angle has been found out here before. She can't fall this time.
Danuu now towards pillar. Joker can come on the quick rotate, but are they going to be in time? It's been so difficult for them to hold on to this. Danuu deploys the smoke early, and Hanka gets that first kill. The flashbang blinds everybody. Players cross, and they're all falling each way. 4v4 now, 23 with the bomb on her back, looking to find a way through, and she is just fighting through, taking them down. But Danuu, she strikes back.
That's the bomb.
3v3, the bomb. It's out in the open, and Lena is on the flank, coming on through like a shark, smelling blood in the water, but it's hers that she drowns in. And vicu now has to find all 3. The bomb is in her grasp. The one thing in her favor, the clock, 35 seconds. Anna, a threat as old as time for her. Swinging around, vicu hits the first, but her position is known. A shadow spotted, but a flick that does not connect. And now she has to get past Anna, who's crept on forward. The bomb tap, they're trying to bait out vicu, but we saw patience from her last time.
It's a virtue. And Anna is so close. That's the last thing you expect, the sniper to be at the front of the generators. Pressure's on, time's ticking, no defuse kit. vicu creeps her way forward. There's going to have to be a no-scope, but Anna does prevail. Overtime is here for Nigma Galaxy.
It was a no-scope, but it went the other way. Nigma Galaxy claw it back on Vertigo, forcing us to overtime. This B bomb site hit again and again. Some of the tensest moments in this entire map have taken place on this part of the server.
It's the weak point. It's the difficulty for NAVI Javelins. Another timeout call. They've still got 2 left. And NAVI Javelins, they've saved them for overtime.
Well, they're going to need them. One virtue of overtime is they will have a bit more money, so they won't have those economic woes that we saw at different stages on that defense. But now it's an even playing field.
And what a story this would be as well for Nigma Galaxy, overcoming the trials and tribulations of Vertigo. Recovering to even up the scoreline. The magic number for each one of these teams right now is 19.
Cat taking the first aggressive shot. Hanka dropped in, Danuu as well. Tears them apart, claws out. And honestly, what do you do now if you're NAVI? You've rotated Angelka over, but there's so much time on the clock. vicu hasn't budged. Maybe, just maybe, she can even things back out.
So often dependable, so often capable. vicu eliminates the brains behind the operation. Vilga will fall. And now the reset comes in again, but Lena is lurking. So often she does. Catches out Anna. That's a big scalp to take, but Angelka on the bomb site under an awful lot of pressure. Swings out, drops the bomb, but not ready for tory.
But still might have just done enough here. A 2v2 now secured for NAVI. They lost both opening kills and somehow have managed to bring this back into a potential for a round. A smoke goes forward, giving Cat more space to work with. Tory holding the back lines, but both the CTs coming on in from the same position and prowling around this smoke. Cat is ready. Looking for the fight. Tory strikes first. Lena now has to do it all. Walking around, passes Cat, and Cat reveals herself.
Yeah, Cat's so good at getting up close, disrupting in these smokes. It's always an illusion. Will she be there? Won't she? But it's always the consistent result. Nigma Galaxy, another successful afterplant, and that's in the aftermath of this fantastic opening from Cat.
They've been so good at holding the B bomb site once they've planted, once they've taken control. I'm not sure we've seen maybe one successful retake. 2 at most. You know what Cat wants to do. vicu, though, removes Anna, so the opening kill goes Navi's way. So reliable over on this side of the map. Doing everything she can to keep Navi in this.
Smoke being lined up as well. Further, it's for another one-way, but it does actually miss. It's still created a barrier. It still allowed the reposition. She transitions over towards short, jump spotting for any scrap of information. But Nigma Galaxy, they are holding strong. They are waiting for another misstep.
See, she feels a little uncomfortable with how that smoke bloomed. Knew that there was gaps, timings that Nigma Galaxy could find. The vicu looking for it, doesn't connect the shot, and now she falls back. Gap is absolutely exposed. Vilga has made her way through, and the rest of the team joins her.
And look at the conditioning. You've got 3 players on the B bomb site for the Javelins. All the meanwhile, Nigma Galaxy crawl, extend the pressure up towards A ramp.
This is good from vicu, though. Doesn't stay in fight and gap. Gets a bit closer. Vilga's just taking liberties, walks all the way up. vicu's sitting on default here. She's in for a world of hurt unless she gets out of there. Flames thrown on through. vicu under pressure, burning alive, but is able to escape. The bomb, though, will be planted. And Lena is here trying to spam.
The difficulty is you've got no utility in the afterplant for Nigma Galaxy. You're going to have to scrap. You're going to have to fight and brawl your way through.
Navi held onto all of theirs, expecting that B hit to come through. And oh my god, vicu! If it wasn't the bullet, it was the grenade. And now Tory stepping up with 23. A 2 versus 4 on the cards, and she can't connect the shots. They know exactly where both these players are. The smoke goes down. The bomb, it's being diffused. And there's a team kill in the mix. Danuu, we'll give her 2 for that.
They line up, but not in the way that Nigma Galaxy were hoping for. NAVI Javelins is a really good response on that retake. And just as there's little doubts starting to creep into the minds, they do recover, and it's really well worked with the utility. They're throwing it forward to gather space for themselves to move on through. And that's been something that's been lacking in some of these mid to late rounds. It's NAVI Javelins not really having too much to work with.
2 on the CT side feels like a good number given how both these T sides have gone. Both teams getting 10 on the attack. vicu in mid again. Tory making her way through a missed leg, but this is where Angelica, tucked on in, can do all the work. She needs to strike because Tory is here doing everything. Angelica actually finds 23, who came to support, and the bomb was in her hands. It falls, but they fall back. They're okay to concede it. They know that Nigma Galaxy have to waste time recollecting it, and Vilga doesn't spot Hanka on the sidelines. Lucky to get away with her life. HE over the top. That's the tiniest bit of damage to her armor. But she's got plenty of chinks keeping her safe. The metal, the grit of this NAVI Javelin squad shining in overtime.
Bomb has been recovered. That's been the first thing checked off on Nigma Galaxy's side quest for the round. Now the ultimate goal is to get rid of these defenders, but Danuu and Hanka, it's a tightly woven defense, reinforced with integrity. Jumping up, bag not spotted, head presented. Cat will join the rest of her teammates spectating from the sidelines. 20 seconds left. Nigma Galaxy, it's all reliable, all faithful to get you in.
Number 1 and number 3 player in the world now have to pull off a 2v4, and Anna strikes first. Damage done though, and the time is not in their favor. 10 seconds, there's no way through. Anna, you might be the best in the world, and you might hit the most insane no-scopes, but it's not gonna be enough. 2 rounds on the CT side for NAVI.
But will that be enough? As you mentioned, 10-5 for each team on the defense. Sometimes 1 round is all that's enough, but another factor, another consideration is the momentum. And NAVI Javelins thrive on momentum, trying to snowball their way through. Angelka critical with a double in towards middle.
Will Lena be able to repeat all of that damage she was causing towards ramp? Cat this time around gets the opener again over towards B. Regulation was a struggle for her on this CT side, and NAVI looked to punish early, but they walked straight through a smoke. She's ready for them. Angelka though. Oh, that's awkward. That should have been hers, dead to rights. Instead, Cat strikes twice.
And now Danuu's having a go as well. As too is vicu. Everyone wants to try and fight, take Cat away from this position, but they aren't considering the fact that she's been here the entire time. Doesn't reset off the back of killing Angelka. Lena looks to leave a landmark over at A, but 23's here on the jiggle.
Whoa.
Although she's dealt with Anna's in gap. So Danuu, it's not a safe passage over there. And now Lena is thrown into a 1 versus 3.
They know where she is. Anna's feeling a little nervous with that AWP. Can only cover 1 angle. Here's the footstep of Lena. Lena gets tagged. Does survive. Looking for Anna. Knows that's her way through, but Anna is pristine. Another headshot with the USP. 31 on the board for her, and 17 apiece for these 2 teams.
Instant purchase of the AWP. Coming in for NAVI Javelins, and an instant timeout called. The last one available to this T side. And what's the solution? What's the answer? You've been being absolutely destroyed, dismantled over towards the B stairs. When you try and get pressure over towards A, that's where Anna is residing. It feels really difficult, really uncomfortable to try and get these positions away from Nigma Galaxy.
Which team will secure 18 first? Map point. Here in overtime. What a round from Cat. Angelka, it felt like she had a dead to rights, and vicu, that just feels like a little misstep. Really hungry for that follow-up frag. Not being thorough.
It's clever from Cat as well, because on the def cam, she ran up the stairs and then she walked all the way back down. So it's a little bit of misinformation. It's a little bit of micro that allows the 3rd kill on the board. And now she's holding in deep.
A strong presence towards B for both teams early. Ramp, not an interest, except for Lena. And it's passive as well. 23 sits back at sandbags. Bilger on side itself. Close the 1 way to allow 23 to work with, and NAVI will make their way back towards A. In fact, still a group of them in mid, with the bomb included. Yuki's been sitting here the whole time. And Anna is holding an unconventional early angle with the AWP, and that's from CT into mid. It does provide her a fast rotate to either side.
And that's allowed because of 23's positioning towards the sandbags. Molly, it's thrown in, it's good. And that allows control to be exchanged. Angelka not considering that CT was ever an option. Anna strikes.
She wanted to accelerate, exploit a gap. It's plugged immediately. 23 with another. NAVI Javelins now unable to find a way into these bomb sites. Hanka has walked up close. That bomb still has to make its way through. She's looking for 23. Tory shot vicu, and 23 is vigilant. Danuu. Even a bomb plant seems unlikely, and, well, does find 23, so a bit of extra cash as the plant comes through. But Vilga charges her down, and she is ready. She can feel that trophy. A single round away for Nigma Galaxy.
Echoes in the expo. Doubts creeping into NAVI Javelins' minds. These niggles. of insecurity now because championship point beckons for Nigma Galaxy, who have really gone against all odds here on Vertigo. They have climbed every step imaginable, truly tested by the Javelins. But maybe they can do it in 2 maps after all.
Double OT required if NAVI Javelins want to keep it happening here. And well, 2 opening kills towards B is a good start to the round. vicu picks up the bomb. And NAVI, they don't overcommit. 23 finds Lena on the lurk. A huge kill, because now she can lock down A. And Joker doesn't want to contest that. They still have this player advantage. And plenty of time to work with.
Exactly that. You don't need to overcommit into anything here if you're NAVI Javelins. What you do need to do is just group together as a unit, pick one bomb site, and just dedicate your entire round to it. Make sure that you are there to trade each other. Be together, even if it is the bitter end. But right now, you are in pole position. You have the advantage, and everyone's rotated away.
Yeah, it's the good timing for NAVI. If they get a move on, they'll find an empty site, and they are putting a little bit of pace onto it. Hanka's accelerating. Smokes are about to come out. They can get this bomb down quick, smart, then they'll be feeling comfortable in the post plant. No one here from Nigma Galaxy. They're going to have to come over. This is the last round of the half. That bomb is taking its time to get onto site. Taking out a plant, but there's no one here throwing utility. It's going to go through now. There's going to be a very late flank from Vilga, potentially. No. She thinks better of it. There's so much time is going to be wasted here just from for Nigma Galaxy getting into position.
A ton of flashbangs, incendiary thrown in towards the sandbags, but nobody's home. vicu taking first contact. You've even got that Molotov that's actually been thrown over by the Javelins. vicu stands in the smoke, goes for the shot, fully blind, lines one up.
23 and Anna have to do it all. 23 finds another, and it's on to Anna, the clutch queen, but Hanka strikes her down in the smoke. We are going to double OT.
And we're going there right now. There's no time to waste. There's no pauses. Deliberation denied. NAVI Javelins, it's crucial. They wait until the dying seconds of this map, but they stay strong. They survive for potentially one more best of 6. A reminder that if they win this map, they force Inferno. We go to 3 maps, but it's Nigma Galaxy. Championship in touching distance.
We knew this final would deliver. These 2 teams, the best in Europe. Rarely an opportunity to face on LAN, but it's certainly living up to all of the hype.
Look at the change-up. Look at this aggression from tory. Hasn't shown it at all yet. It's still new varieties, new variations of this defense. Vilga has turned over the page to overtime number 2.
vicu locked in towards 23's position. 23 playing with fire. Vilga might just do the same. Ready to throw the utility, not going to pick. Just a HE deep, doesn't connect. 23's jiggling for info. Smoke here, and she's caught off. Fires through the gap, trying to exploit that little slither in the scaffold, but instead, she is the one that falls. Vilga, she tries to find something back, gets a bit of information, but she's forced off the mark.
Yeah, Vilga left 23 out to dry there. She was just completely on her own. No potential for trade. tory now reveals her flank, but Danuu is holding the entire time. Angelka deals with vicu. Cat cannot find more than one, and it's thrown onto the shoulders of Anna once more.
An impossible clutch. A 1v4, 1 to her tally, but 3 more. Nothing to work with but her scope. And there it strikes. A no-scope. Tries to swing for the P215, you start to believe, but Danuu is there. Catches the flank and catches Anna. The first in double OT goes the way of the Javelins.
And the Javelins are doing really well in these afterplants. They've adapted, and they're making sure that they are together and they can swing upon any opportunity. Danuu gets the flank kill and then immediately resets, and off the back of it, Anna doesn't really have any opportunity to prevail. It's a very good start to life in second OT for the Javelins.
tory drops the flames. They're aggressing through it. She wants to fight, though, and she's rewarded with a kill. Hanka not able to repeat the damage from earlier. vicu, that was an opportunity, but a missed shot. And now flash through for Lena. 3 players reinforcing. 23 comes out in the open, and though she is blinded, Her shots ring true. Vicu tries to get clever with it, but Anna has none of her shenanigans. And now it's desperation. Angelica looking for an opening. She's spotted on the jiggle. Peering on over. Does know that the rest of the site should be vacant. Cat sitting back at an off angle. Ready for this walkthrough. Crosshairs too high, can't adjust. Danuu comes through, is able to get that kill back. But as soon as she swings back out, it is Tory to deliver. And again, we are tied up.
It's the mind games, but potentially NAVI Javelins are trying to outbrain themselves. It's back-to-back rounds on the A bomb site, but instead you throw another challenge Cat's way, and she's been proving time and time again that she's not to be trifled with. Over towards the B stairs, opportunity comes knocking, and NAVI Javelins completely answer the call.
Last round of the first half of double OT. Danuu speed into mid. She is not slowing down. Look at the ground. Has a team behind her. It is a rush mid play, and they are streaming over into the B bomb site, trying to overwhelm, but it's Cat again. A double comes through for her. vicu does strike on the rotating Vilga, but now it's the player advantage for Nigma Galaxy, and this fast play is slowed down, pulled to a stop.
Keep your eye on Hanka. Very aggressive. Has made her way up, but the smoke, it is a perfect timing from the defense. In fact, Tory's using it as a wall. She's so certain she's not going to be peaked. She's got the support from Cat as well.
How early that speed came through, that aggression. The fact that Hanka can just sit here now could be a chance Nigma Galaxy get a bit curious and want to scout out a position. Instead, though, they're falling back to CT. They want to check if any players made it through mid, if anyone's lurking out here. They're going to find it empty. Let's give it an opportunity now for vicu to come back around with Lena. Back from mid towards B. Smoke comes over with flash, sorry. Hanka accelerates forward off the back of it. Throws the flames behind. Looking for a flash over the top. Tory is so close and just comes on out for 2-3. Tory with the triple. And it's 20 for Nigma Galaxy.
Tears down the attack. Stops it completely. Tory's even flushed out by the Molotov that was thrown by Hanka. And it looked like she was going to get up to some mischief, but no. Completely put into the ground. And Nigma Galaxy, they take 2 rounds on their CT side.
In first OT, it was 2 T rounds apiece. So Nigma Galaxy feels like they have an inherent advantage here. But NAVI can change that tune. Hanka above the wood. Cat on the other side. These two players have been having their own mini battle here over towards B. Cat walks through. A gap spotted. Lena also potentially in the backlines here. And Cat finds Hanka, but Lena has found 2. And Anna misses her shot. So Lena completely decapitates the A onslaught.
And now drops the smoke as well. She can escape. She can reposition. But most importantly, she can feign the presence. Nigma Galaxy reset. Lena readjusts. And in fact, still wants to keep taking this fight. This is incredibly brave. But thinks better of it. In fact, she's the sole defender on this A-bomb site right now.
Yeah, she's got the incendiary, so she can fall back and they can just play that post plant if they need to. We know the numbers favor Nigma Galaxy in those scenarios, but the players favor NAVI. Jelka's close as well. There's a lot of utility in all these players.
And it's going to be thrown in once Cat establishes that control. You creep up close as the utility is being deployed. Here comes the smoke wall. Incendiary thrown as a response. And now the NAVI Javelins all start to swarm. Try and reconvene for the retake. Audio cue dropped in, but Anna takes minimal damage.
Yeah, the flames are a little too late to slow her down, and she's the one that really doesn't matter as much as she's brought low by the HE. 3v4 now on the retake. There is a smoke on Angelica. A kit on her as well, not on the rest in this OT. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt them. 3 players on the ramp, 1 towards Gap. And that clock is ticking down halfway now. They have to start making their way forward, have to start taking these fights. Cat looking to do it herself. The smoke comes down. Cat streams on forward. Anna strikes on first. The time is running out. Danuu's on the bomb, but she doesn't have the kit. Angelica might have found the kill, but she's nowhere to be found. The bomb is gonna go off.
It's double OT. It's the first round of double OT and only one player has a kit. That is unforgivable, especially on a retake of such drastic consequences. NAVI Javelins could be the makers of their own undoing.
They had a player advantage, but took so long to set up on that retake. Terrified of Nigma Galaxy. Fear instilled in them. And maybe for good reason, but it cost them in that round. And now Nigma Galaxy, once again, have the lead.
And it's the first time, in fact the second, that Nigma Galaxy have been in control of this map of Vertigo. And they have 2 opportunities to close things out.
Championship point is theirs. And it's one step closer. Cat strikes again, winning out that head-to-head versus Hanka. Danuu's here on the site. Well-timed incendiary, but it gets extinguished. Her forward smoke. And again, this duel between the IGLs towards ramp. Lina has to be careful. Vilga is ready for this fight, but a good flashbang is going to force her back, and actually a bit caught on the bridge, but does escape. Lina gets control. That's going to allow the rest of the team to reinforce, but Vilga's a little bit interested in taking this fight with such time left, but it might not matter. Team getting ready. Danuu on the site. Both other CTs are here, ready for the fight. Angelka towards default. Orb on vicu. The flashbang comes through. Fully blind. vicu hits the shot, but tory with 2 more. Another from vicu. A 2v2 now commences. The bomb on the floor. And they're going to be ready for a flank shortly because Vilga's position was known. And vicu gets caught. Vilga runs on through. Anna can now hold on the stairs. Lina, it's desperation. Spots her out. They know exactly where she is. A 1 versus 2 to keep Navi's dreams alive. And Nigma Galaxy, they can feel it. Playing the time. Lina walks on through, looking for the fight. Spots 1, but Vilga is there. The IGL strikes, and Nigma Galaxy have done it once again. Your ESL IEMImpact Katowice champions.
Against all odds, against the adversity, the level, not only just for NAVI Javelins, but the entire tournament participants has raised, has elevated, but still on top of the mountain lies Nigma Galaxy.
The Polish home team looked like the